I'm so boring. I was just such a nerd goody two-shoes that did nothing wrong. Hey guys, welcome to a Get Ready With Me answering your questions. So this is the first time I've done one of these, but I'm so excited because I just feel like it's a chatty video. Like if I was on TikTok live, I normally like do my makeup with you guys and chat anyway. So I just thought this was a really cool YouTube to do. I've got my hot water and lemon because I have woke up with a sore throat today. And I was in bed at like 8 PM last night because I wanted, you know, to just make the sore throat go away. So we're gonna see. So I have just cleansed, toned, moisturised and everything like that. So I'm going to do my face makeup now. I'm not going to talk through the face makeup. I have just uploaded a makeup tutorial that was my last video. So if you are interested in my makeup, you can go and watch that. I will have it on screen at the end so you guys can see. But yeah, so we're just gonna answer your questions and get ready together. It should be fun. Like, if you're getting ready as well while you're watching this, let's just vibe, get ready together. So my first question, let's go, let's see. Okay, so how did you gain your followers? And I've had quite a lot of questions on like how did you grow your social media and things like that. So I like was trying for ages. I'd literally say like 2 years at uni and everything like that. I was trying to like grow my Instagram and it just wasn't going very well. I didn't really like look into the whole Instagram strategy, the algorithm and things like that. And then basically I kept trying and it just wasn't really working for me. And then when I saw that TikTok came out, I am a person, if you've seen on TikTok, anyway, if you are here from TikTok, you know I'm very energetic. I love dancing, I love filming videos, I love anything to do with that. Like, I loved Video Star as a kid and never really grew out of it. So when TikTok came about, I was like, oh, hello, this is a bit of me. So I just literally started it and I just started doing dances that were like really popular. And then I just like was scrolling on the For You page a lot and I was seeing that people were doing like funny videos and I was like, this is a bit of me. Like, I can just show my personality on this app. So I did like one funny style video and it worked and it just did really well. So I thought, oh, people obviously like this, I can obviously do it, so I'm just going to keep producing it. So I just started writing down like loads of funny sketches I could do, like thinking of relatable situations that have happened to me in my life that I could like get across in a TikTok video, and then just started growing from there. And then because I really like the real talks and things like that, I just started doing loads of like real talk ones which people started connecting with. So and it just kept going. I did keep it consistent, so because we were in lockdown, I was like, you know what, I'm gonna go for this. And I just did like, I post 3 videos a day. I think to grow on TikTok, you have got to have loads of content. And also as well, I just like stuck with it. So I did like 1 funny one a day, 1 real talk a day, like 1 fashion-y, dancey one a day. And then it just like built and built and I started asking my followers what they want more of, so I started doing more of that. So I would just say like consistency, finding your niche. So why people go into your page? Are they going to watch a funny video? Are they going for style advice? Are they going for motivation? Are they going to just like, is it you just answering questions and people getting to know your real life? So basically, yeah, that's how I grew, and then I just didn't stop then. So I'd just say go for it, and that's literally how I did it. And then I've now just reached 10k on Instagram. So with my Instagram, again, it was just like, okay, so I need to bring over what's on TikTok, because people obviously like that, onto my Instagram. So I just started being me. I started doing a lot of like Instagram versus reality. I wouldn't say I'm plus size. I'm definitely not like supermodel figure. So I just started using like, I'm a real girl, real body. I have like lumps and bumps. I have like, so I just like started being like, look, this is reality. You can use a filter, but this is how I look. And people started engaging with that. So it's just about finding your niche and going for it. And when I say go for it, not just saying, oh, I'm gonna do it, I'm gonna do it. I mean like, go for it. But yeah, that's how I got into it really. I just bashed my tooth with the cup and that hurt a lot. Breathe. Okay. Let's answer another question. Okay, this question is cool. The worst thing I ever did as a teenager. Now, I was just a goody two-shoes. I feel like I didn't even do anything bad. I'm gonna try and think about something I did bad. I wouldn't say I wouldn't say this is like naughty, because like my mum and dad knew I was going out. I was 18, but it took me a while to basically learn my alcohol levels. So I did have a few days and nights nearly ending up in the hospital and not knowing my limit, and that wasn't fun. And my mum and dad, I passed out in the toilets of a club and then I woke up with like tinfoil wrapped around me, and like a medic like hitting me in the face to wake me up to try and get me to open my phone. Like I must have like put my thumb on and they got into my phone, and they called, my friend at the time like called my mum and dad, and my dad and my younger sister at the time, who wasn't even 18, like rocked up in their pajamas, in their like hoodies into the club and like picked me up. And then I just remember my mum and dad were going on holiday the next day, and I just remember being so thankful. And all I remember was waking up the next day and my mum coming in my room being like, you just wait till we get back, and then like shut the door. And I was like, oh my god. But I kind of got away with it a little bit because they went on holiday and like had a good time, so they kind of forgot about it. But yeah, that was an experience. I've definitely learned how to control my alcohol now, and to be fair, I don't even hardly drink anymore. Okay, so I really like this question. They've said, what is your 2022 plans after the pandemic? So in all honesty, hopefully by the end of this year, me and my boyfriend are planning to travel again, because we did a massive trip around Asia, which I am going to do a YouTube on actually, because I get a lot of people asking me about like tips and their planning a travel and like costings and things like that. So if that's something you're interested in, please pop it in the comments. As I was saying, yeah, so basically we want to work really hard all year, like while it's the pandemic, there's nothing else to do. And then basically by the end of the year, it's my boyfriend's brother's wedding in December. So our plan is to go to Greece for like probably a month up to the wedding, because they do a lot of like cool parties and just, it's crazy in Greece. Up to the wedding, and then have the wedding and then go travelling. So hopefully in the very start of 2022 I'll be travelling again, fingers crossed. And I just want to keep growing on social media, and I want to be influencing full time still. I want to get back into acting, which is something, I had everything booked, like all my show reel booked in and my headshots booked in. I just got into like acting classes, and then literally that was like just weeks before the pandemic, and then I haven't got back into it because I don't want to do online classes. I want to do in-person, face-to-face classes, and obviously I can't book in any of the shoots or things like that. So I want to be getting back into the acting hopefully this year, but if it doesn't happen this year, it'll definitely be 2022. Only goal, get into acting. Next question. Your go-to self-care day. I am quite a positive person, so like when I'm just feeling positive, I tend to like neglect the whole self-care stuff, and then when I'm like in a really bad mood, that's when I'll be like, you know what, now I'm gonna like look after me today. So like for example, like yesterday I was in bed at 8 o'clock. I just think one of my biggest things is like I do put a lot of pressure on myself, and I like stress myself out a lot, and I think things have got to get done, and I don't sleep enough, I don't think. So yes, like if I do just want like a self-care day, I make sure I just don't feel bad to literally stay on the sofa or chill in bed. I just feel like that's a lot of self-care for me, because it just like relaxes me and my body's not on the move constantly. So I'll definitely, if I do just want a day to me, I put on like my favourite reality TV shows. So I'll just chuck on like Teen Mom or Towie or Kardashians, just something that's very me, very girly, very chatty, and just like have a good day. When I'm feeling like down and I want a bit of self-care, I always do a face mask as well. I just feel like face masks make me feel better. And as well, like yesterday I was feeling really down, and my boyfriend and me, like we just put a little playlist on of like 5 of my favourite songs just to get me in like a really good mood. Because if you hear from TikTok, you know I love, like when I hear a song, I just like, I have to get into the groove. So yeah, I would say they're like my 3 go-tos for self-care day. Like a piping hot shower. You cannot beat a piping hot shower where it's like burning you. Oh, that is amazing. I just feel like sometimes you need those days to just like remember to chill and relax and be you, and you don't need to be on the move all the time. So that's my self-care. Next question. What would be your dream brand to work with? I'd love to influence Pretty Little Thing, because I love their vibe. I mean, who doesn't love Pretty Little Thing? But as an influencer, I really do, I like In The Style. I love what they're all about, the body positivity. They choose like influencers and models that aren't necessarily like one size. So that's a brand I'd love to get into, whether it's like, I've always dreamed of doing like In The Style's podcast. Like, I don't even know if they have a podcast right now, but yeah, like, and doing things on there like TikTok and social channels, like any kind of brand that is like fashion but all about body positivity and manifestation and positive vibes. I feel like I would want to work with, so it doesn't necessarily have to be the ones I've said, but that's my vibes. I love fashion and I love positivity. I also quite like vibey brands, like, you know, Sarah Ashcroft's brand SLA The Label. I love that vibe, so I feel like I'd love to do anything fashion related to do with that. I'd love to work with like charities on mental health and things like that as well. That's like a big thing for me. I'd love to work with a hair care brand. I love Lee Stafford stuff at the minute, and that's the stuff I use, so if I was ever to, you know, like do a collaboration with Lee Stafford, that would be cool. But yeah, I'd say off the top of my head, literally because I'm like new into it, I feel like I'm going to be doing like a vision board YouTube with you guys as well, because I feel like although I'm getting into it and I'm getting stuck into it, I really want to like do a vision board of where I want to be, who I want to be working with. So I'm going to take you guys along with me on that journey in that YouTube video, because it's something I haven't really thought about yet in terms of like, okay, these are the brands I'm going to work with, this is what I'm going to do to get there. So I feel like as well, actually, because I love travel, and I would love travel to always be in my lifestyle, like working with like a inside lifestyle travel or kimono or like a brand like that where you get to like travel as well and promote travel, because I just feel like everyone should see the world if they can. Sorry, I couldn't do my eyebrows talking and answering questions, so I've just done my eyebrows. If you were on my TikTok live the other day, like I just went silent and everyone was like, where have you gone? And I was like, oh, I'm just doing my eyebrows. I can't do two things at once because these just take time. How did you and your boyfriend meet? This is a frequently asked question, because obviously my boyfriend, if you not hear from TikTok, my boyfriend is Greek. So I went on holiday with my sister to Malia and I loved it, and like we got really, I mean, everyone gets on with the reps because that's their job, but we got on with our rep and I was like, I really want to do this next year, so I applied and I got a job with Olympic Holidays repping in Malia. Basically, I got put to live in the hotel that he was working in. One night, actually, I do tell the full story on that. Me and my boyfriend did like a couples question and answer, so the full story's on there. But basically, I won't tell you like the funny bit of the first time I saw him, but how we like met properly to talk was I just went up to the bar to do like work because I didn't have Wi-Fi in my room, and I was literally like no makeup, joggers, couldn't be bothered, like my hair was in a messy bun, I wasn't expecting to, you know, meet my future lover. And he just got chatting to us. He was bored. It was like the first night the hotel opened, so there wasn't like many guests yet. And he was trying to get me and my friend to go out, my friend who I was repping with, and we lived together. And we were just like, no, we don't even know you, like what a weirdo, go away from us, blah blah blah. And then like it got to like 12:15. He was like, look, I'm closing the bar at 12. If you want to come, get ready and come. So me and my friend just looked at each other and were like, oh, we only live once, we're in Malia, let's just go for it. And they took us to this really good club, which is actually now my favourite ever club in Greece. Well, in Crete. We just had a really good night. I ended up, it was an expensive night for me, because him and his friend bought all the drinks in the first place we went. So in the second place, me being the Yorkshire girl I am, I was like, I'm buying you a drink. Like, I don't want you to expect anything, and I can pay my own way. I got a bit like sassy. So I got a round of shots, me being me, clumsy me, smashed them all, so I had to get the round again. And I was like, but it ended up being a really good night, dancing, talking. I did think it was a bit weird at first, but I think it was just like the culture. And then we ended up like having a little kiss that night. And then it kind of just became like a little seeing each other, not seeing each other all summer. And then in the August, we finally got together properly. But yeah, that's like how it happened. Okay, sorry guys. So my phone rang and then the doorbell went, and then I made me a little snack because I was like, oh, I'm hungry, and I've stopped my filming now, so I have like just finished my makeup, but I'm gonna do my hair with you guys and answer some more questions. I'm just trying to film on YouTube and everything keeps getting in the way. Okay, so this is a question. What was school life like for you? Now, it was very weird school life for me, and I feel like a lot of people put the questions as well as like, how are you so confident? I wish I was. And I feel like I had to go through a lot to learn who I am, to learn how to deal with situations, and I feel like that's made me into the person I am today. And I feel like that's why at 23, but like since 21, I've been like quite mature in the fact of just realising everyone's different, and I'm not going to take things to heart, because I like my school life in terms of like what I wanted to do, the subjects I did, I loved all of that. Like I chose dance, I chose drama, I did like PE in high school, I've done like business, and I picked things I like really liked, but I feel like I didn't have a good school life in terms of friendships and girl groups and bitchiness and things like that. Anyway, I don't, like now I look back at it and think, oh my god, like child like crap. But yes, like the girl that I actually like made friends with kind of turned on me a little bit, and yeah, like she just kind of then made like my, I don't know, because then like everyone believed her, everyone believed everything she was saying, and just facts that she was saying about me were true. She was saying I'd said certain things about people which were just false, and it was very hard to fight my corner when everyone just believed her. And you know what, it is what it is, people can believe what they want, but it was obviously very hard for me because then literally I basically went from having this group to having no friends, and it was horrible. And I would like eat lunch in my car, I would just literally hang out on my own. My one saviour at that point was my friend called Ross, who I just basically ended up tagging along with him and his boy mates, and they probably thought I was all weird, but at lunches and stuff, so I wouldn't sit on my own. So thinking back to that time is weird because I really loved college for different reasons. I danced every day, it was amazing. I just put myself into my studies and I ended up getting really good A-levels. So blessing in disguise, really. And all those experiences have made me who I am today. They made me self-reflect at a very early age, which you normally don't do when you're a teenager. They made me realise what I do expect from friendship and what I shouldn't expect from friendship. And then learning all that from college when it made me go into uni, knowing all of that stuff. So I literally like never really fell out with anyone from uni. We've always just got on. I've always just respected their opinion. I've always respected how they handle friendship, and then I've respected how I handle friendship, and I don't judge them for not handling it in the same way as me like I used to. I used to get like, but I'm a good friend to them and I do this and I do this and they don't, but you can't expect people to do the same as you. And I learned that like a hard way. So yeah, that's basically like school life. I feel like I just went on some like depressing rant, so I'm really sorry, but maybe you can like relate to me a little bit in that way. But I definitely feel like that's made me who I am today, and I feel like I am just someone now that just wants positivity in my life. I went through negativity for like a good 2 years in college, and it wasn't nice, it wasn't pretty. So I feel like I just came out the other side of it and was like, I'm going to be positive, I'm going to work on me, I'm going to be like, learn to be a bit more selfish and just go for it. So I did. So I'm kind of, you know, everything's always a blessing in disguise. So yeah, let's answer a question on a more positive note. Okay, so someone's asking about my heritage because of my skin tone. Yeah, so basically my dad is fully English, English through and through. Literally a Yorkshireman. His mum was from like Hull, his dad's from Middlesbrough, which was actually back in time in Yorkshire. So yeah, my dad is English through and through. My nana, so my mum's mum, is Italian. She was born in a small village called Contosi in Italy. The closest place to it that you will have heard of is Naples. So basically, yeah, like if you look at me and my siblings, we all look very different because obviously there's a lot of different like heritage in the family. So my siblings do look a lot more like just typically English than me. I feel like I definitely got the dark features of the Italian. I did get the olive skin. So yeah, I just took after my nana a little bit in that, which I'm grateful for because I love a bit of olive skin. Next question. If you had to move to any other country other than England, where would you move to? So I feel like the obvious answer, which obviously I probably should be answering, is Greece, because that's where my boyfriend's from, and we have spoke about long-term moving, like maybe long-term moving out there. If I was like taking my boyfriend out of consideration, I would either want to live in New York or Dubai. I've never been to New York, but everyone I've spoken to, and I've known people that have lived there, they've said they never wanted to come home. So people just say New York is a really good place to live, and I've been to Dubai and I absolutely love it. Dubai though, I feel like would be, I'd only want to live there for like 2 years. I don't think I'd want to live there forever. Because it is a very different lifestyle, but I feel like I would love to live there for like 1 to 2 years whilst I'm young. I hope you enjoyed that get ready with me. I have really enjoyed this, so what I'm gonna do is I might schedule in another one for like a few weeks time, just another like get to know me. You can literally ask anything personal, I'm really not bothered. But yeah, like that was fun. So thank you for watching. So if you do want to check out my other videos, I do have the makeup tutorial like I said, and I also have a question and answer with my boyfriend. If you have liked getting to know me a bit more, we answer a lot of questions in that video as well. But I love you all and have a good day.